So Kyle, I guess as like a brain dump, if you were like forced to pick one of these four cars to buy, what would your brain do to actually decipher why you would choose what?
Yeah, so I'll walk you through my thought process. Model S Plaid, the most practical, tons of room, hatchback, proven chassis, proven reliability, proven resale value. That's a big one. We don't know the resale on any of the other three. So from like a mental standpoint, just buying off of here are all the specs on paper, here's, the accounting side of things. If I was a logical person, I would just buy the Model S Plaid because you can't argue against it. I mean, there's no metric you could pull up to argue against Model S Plaid. That's the thing about that car. But then when you drive EQS, you cannot put on paper how well this car drives and how comfortable it is. And if I was doing a lot of long road trips like I do now, and if I was cruising around town, also a hatchback, very practical. Not a great looking car, though, to me personally. A lot
I
of
agree.
commenters loved it. A lot of commenters were like, "You have no taste. That car looks amazing." I'm like, "Really?" Because I've only ever heard bad things, but that's good to know. Some people like it. But really a technical marvel. The thing that I don't like about EQS is the charging doesn't seem that impressive. It's 200 kilowatt peak, and then at 50%, it's doing 156 kilowatts. Not that bad, but not
Hmm.
class leading. The thing I love about Taycan is 270 kilowatts, 0 to 50%. Just sits max and then goes. So my heart isn't into the EQS, but I really want like my best friend to have one so I could borrow it as much as possible. You know what I mean? And I probably would end up driving it more than any of the other cars just because it's so comfortable. But for me to spend my hard-earned money on it, I don't think I could see myself doing that. Lucid Air, also incredible comfort, amazing range, great acceleration. The styling, again, not for me, but I'm not a good judge of style. The big question is brand new car, brand new automaker. We have no clue if the car is going to be baked at start of production, if it's going to hold up well, how they're going to support it with the over the air updates. We just know that they keep saying great things about it. It's their job, it's their company, but we have to wait and see in the real world. Would that stop me from buying one? No, I think I have enough intrinsic trust in Lucid to be like, okay, everyone has really good, sort of experience in the auto industry, even though the company's new, the people aren't. So that gives me a lot of confidence in that car. Yeah, overall, Lucid Air probably would be a really good one. But again, it's a little old manny for me. And then you get to the Taycan, which on paper is probably the hardest sell because it has the lowest range, the most expensive price. It's only fast if you get one that's $200,000. If you get the Turbo S, I mean, they're all fast, but you know what I mean. To get the really, really fast one,
Yeah.
and but then you start playing around with options and you can go like, oh, massaging seats. Oh, I can get my color. Oh, I can spec this. Oh, I can do that. And then it's like you spec the perfect one and you're like, wow, that's like a one of one. Like you'll never see because there's so
It's
many
true.
different configurations. It's unique, it's premium. People know obviously you went out of your way, spend so much more money on this car, which means you probably value not the image, but you value driving dynamics, which that car really, really puts out. And yeah, I think I would personally spend my hard-earned money on a Taycan Cross Turismo, spec the way I'd want it, Turbo S, and that would be my heart decision. That would be what I emotionally want to drive, and that's where I think you should spend your money. A car for me isn't a car to just get you from A to B. I always say it should get you to B with a smile on your face. The Taycan does this. I don't think the other three really did to that extent.
For you, yeah, you nailed it on the
Yeah, yeah.
head. It's
Like some
like the
people are just
car.
like they can only process acceleration time. So like the Plaid's the best car ever. And guess what? For you, that might be the case. And I said that in the review. This is the best car ever for certain people. And that's the thing. So for me personally, I'd go Taycan. That's where my money's going. If I had the kind of money, if I was like stretching to get the car and I was like, I don't know, like if I need to sell this thing and I was financing it, then I think I would just get a Model S because there's an easy exit strategy no matter how you do it. you're going to get out of that car. There's always a demand. There's huge outward knowledge about it. The hard thing with the Taycan's like, let me sell my Turbo or Turbo S Taycan that I spent $220,000 on. You can go buy a new one for 80 grand. And now someone's going to buy a used one for 170. And then you've already lost 40 G's on that car. That's hard. So it's hard on the resale side with Taycan. They really do take off this big ledge, but we don't have enough data on resale to know. And so like if you're not completely loaded, then I think Model S is the safest purchase.